Okay. Yeah. My message to the public is that in street we have talented people, and we have those who are also they have knowledge, but what they are lacking is something called opportunity. Opportunity is an English word that simply means a chance. So they are lacking that chance, and if they are given that chance, I'm sure 100%, 99.9% sure, because they will just, you cannot be 100% sure because you have those who are somehow they have a certain knowledge. We have those who have a low mode of understanding and a high mode of understanding. But to cut a long story short, what these people need is opportunity. Okay, government, the government, the Kenyan government. I don't know what's happening nowadays because we just hear in the news that you are helping street children. By the way, for instance, when Obama was coming in Kenya, we have this we call National Youth Service. They started clearing us. I thought when they were clearing us, they were taking us to a better place where we'll go and sleep, go to school, and so on and so forth. But they were just clearing us.
Where were they taking you?
They were taking us to a certain police station. We called Moloto. Others were being killed. You see, it was a type of clearing. You just clear, so that just clear the streets, so that even when the VIPs come, they don't judge you. They just see it's an industrialized country. So my message to the government is, let us give these people opportunity. Only that, no more, no less.
Well, that is my guest anchor, Morris Mwenda. He spoke so passionately in that video, and that video went viral in the last couple of days with so many people saying that, what is that one opportunity that he wants? And he's seated right next to me, live here in studio. Thank you very much, Morris, for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Also seated next to Morris is Peter Kimani. Peter Kimani is a brother to Morris. They are in the same home together. Of course, we're going to be getting to know a bit about them. Morris, let me start with you. You spoke a lot about opportunity, and that's the one word that people have related Morris Mwenda with. What is that one opportunity that you feel that you want right now?
When I was talking about opportunity, I was overall talking about street families,
right? The
opportunity. So education, yeah, they are lacking basic and secondary needs. So if they are given that opportunity of going to school, because it's a secondary need, education.
Education.
Yeah.
So education is one of the needs, but you also talk about basic needs.
In streets, for instance, we were sleeping outside. We lacked, as you have seen in the video, was so dirty. So that means clothing was also a problem. Another challenge was that food. For instance, we were eating on the dustbins and so on and so forth. Yeah.
All right. Peter, I'd like to hear from you. How was street life when you're actively, in the streets?
Tuseme hii maisha ya street ilikuwa ni ngumu sana. Kwa sababu hata ukiangalia watu wenye wako kwa street wanaishi maisha mangumu. Kama kuna mama wengine, mama anavuta gum na akona mtoto wa miezi 4. Sasa ukiangalia mtoto unashindwa atamleaje. Ukimwangalia hata kumweka chini anamwachilia na mwachanisha hivyo, na bado yeye anavuta gum. Unaona hata huyo mtoto anaweza kufa, lakini analindwa na Mungu. Analewa maisha mabaya sana.
Na wewe ilifanyikaje uka end up kwa streets?
Mimi maisha ya street tu ni kinyumbani tu kulienda hivi hivi.
Hivi hivi ni kumaanishaje?
Wazazi kwa sana.
All right. And Morris, for you, what is that the same story?
Yeah. Family discrimination. When I mean
family discrimination
and family issues. Yeah.
And then you just opted to go to the streets.
So somebody somewhere said too much of everything is poisonous. So I was in that situation of family discrimination and family issues for a long time, and it became poisonous. And
so you opted to go to the streets.
Yes.
Is there a point that you felt that you wanted to go back because the street life was too hard for you?
Pardon?
Is there a time that you thought that you wanted to go back home?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because the street life was so
Yeah,
hard.
and it changed. It became the opposite way I thought. Yeah, because I thought it would at least give me a peace of mind. Yeah, but I experienced the opposite of what I thought. Yeah.
Now, many people are wondering, how is it that you're able to speak so fluently, you know, the British English that you're talking about, yet you're a former street boy? Maybe you can tell us some background about that. Did you go to school, and what level did you get
I went to school, and I'm blind. Physically, mentally, I think I'm blind.
Okay, I think you are too.
Yeah, because they called me Mwalimu.
They call you Mwalimu Morris.
Yeah, even there was a time I was a spokesman of the dancing club. We called it Street Family Dancers. I was the spokesman. So yeah, I think it's just that blindness from the inner, from the inner.
All right. Peter, what is it that you want to do? If someone was to give you an opportunity right now, like Morris mentioned, hiyo opportunity itakuwa nini? Nini ambayo unataka sahi mtu akupatie that chance? What is it? What itakuwa nini?
Chance yenye naweza omba tu ni ya kuenda shule. Kwa sababu hii maisha tunaishi hapa kwa street, hata tu ni Mungu huwa anatulida juu tunalala kwa uchafu, unakula chakula kichafu, kila unalala kwa baridi, pale unaweza pata magonjwa kama malaria. Tunaweza sema tu ni Mungu hutulida. Juu wengi wamepitia hapo, wengi wakakufa hawakuwezana. Lakini sisi tumewezana hadi saa hizi tumeingia kwa hana KTN.
Okay. So one of the thing ile unataka wewe unataka education.
Yeah.
Ulifika class gani?
8.
Class 8.
Yeah.
Na haukuweza kwenda form 1.
Yeah.
Sababu ya familia na maneno mingi.
Yeah.
Okay. Now for you, Morris, what is it that you'd want right now for someone who's watching and they want to help in one way or another? What is it that you'd want right now?
As my friend here has mentioned, he has mentioned about education. So that was a challenge. Yeah, education. That is the key title. Yeah, in brackets. Yeah, education. We need education. Yeah. Secondly, we are in a certain group that took us out of the street. It's called Homeless of Nairobi. So they are not so rich anyway. They are people who have well wishers.
Yes.
So they need to be supported financially and so on and so forth.
Right.
So we are requesting if they could be at least supported financially. That could be at least better. Yeah.
What is it that you want to pursue? Because I know someone or someone somewhere is watching and they will definitely come in support of your education and so much more. What is it that you want to be? What is it that you want to pursue?
On the television lately, I've seen the NYS criteria and the corruption board, the criteria. So I wanted to be a journalist.
What changed?
What changed is that the Kenya I was living in was so corrupt. The country I was living in became so corrupt. So I decided to be a lawyer. Yeah.
So if you become a lawyer, you're going to work in the justice system?
Yeah, in the judiciary. Yeah.
To make sure that this case is actually...
This case is gets to an end.
All right.
Yeah.
And for you, Peter, ni nini ambayo unataka kufanya ukiendelea kuwa mkubwa?
Tu ni kufanya kazi ya kusaidia nchi na kumaliza corruption. Kama kwangu najua Wakenya wengi na watu wengi wanaamini kwamba ati watu wanaita chokora ndio wezi. Ndio unasikia ati kila siku ukikutana chokora unaanza kumtoroka. Lakini hao wenye unaona wachafu sio wezi, hao smart ndio wezi. Kama siku nyingine hapa magari yalikuwa na chapa na maji. Sasa wakati polisi waliingia, baada ya kimbizo wezi nisi wanakimbiza wakisema wezi wanatuwekelea tu ati si ndo wezi, lakini wezi ni watu wenye masmata wenye wanatembea huku. Hivyo nataka kusema kwamba wezi sio hawa wenye mnaita machokora mnaanza kuwatoroka. Wezi ni hawa wako katikati yenu. Kwa Kenya wengi wanaamini ati sisi ndo wezi, lakini sisi sio wezi.
Ni message gani ambayo unaweza ambia wale wa Kenya wana watch saizi television kuhusu vile watu wanaona street families, ukikutana na maybe street boy ama street girl ama a mother wanakuomba pesa alafu mtu anakuangalia vibaya ama hata anakulenga, ni nini ambayo because umekuwa kwa hiyo side, ni nini ambayo unaweza ambia watu?
Wangu naweza waambia usione street boy ufikiria ati anaishi maisha mazuri, ati anakuja hapa anakuomba pesa juu anaishi maisha mazuri. Hata ikiwa amepata pesa aende alale, sio tu ati amani ya kulala tu ako nayo. Hata serikali imeandika watu wa kukutandika, huwezi lala zaidi ya masaa 4. Kwa umelala unasikia nyahunyo ama fimbo, na ni serikali tu yenye inasema ati inasaidia street boy, lakini inamaliza street boy. Wengine wanashutiwa, wengine wanaangushwa kutoka kwa flyover huko za barabara. Wanasema tu wanasaidia street boy, lakini hakuna usaidizi wanatupa serikali.
All right. Morris, you know, now you have an opportunity to speak for the, you know, for other street children around the country who do not have such a platform. What is it that you want to tell Kenyans about the experience of a street child in regards to helping them?
Okay, street family, street life is a bit hard. And this goes to the street families first. I cannot make a decision for you, for that individual. They call them chokoras. So I cannot make decision for a chokora. I was also given that title chokora.
Yeah.
But I made my own decision, and the decision I made was right. So I cannot make for an individual a decision because I cannot. So you're the one, you individually, to make your decision. Okay, this also goes to Kenyans. As my friend here has said, don't judge anyone. For it is said even in grammar, because I told you I'm a teacher.
Yes, you're a teacher and a lecturer.
So yeah, this comes from a saying in grammar that says, never judge a book by its cover. So the book that you're judging may be good or bad.
Right.
So if you see so you call chokora, they are dirty, then you start judging them as pickpocketers and robbers. You're still judging that book.
You're still judging the book.
But when you see these people who are very clean, and you see these people who are friendly, you're also judging that book. Maybe that is the one who will pickpocket you, the one who is judging to be a good person.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.